What's going on YouTube? With the new Warzone ranked mode coming out tomorrow, you guys need to have the best settings for input delay if you guys want to shoot like this guy or these guys. That's why I'm going to be showing you how to overclock your controller to have the least amount of input delay as possible. If you guys aren't too familiar with what polling rate is and overclocking is, let me explain it to you real quick. Polling rate is how often your controller communicates with your PC, meaning the higher the better, as you can see in the graph here. Here's a simple graph that pretty much explains what polling rate is. Most controllers come standard with 1000 Hz polling rate, with the exception of Xbox Series controllers. So if you have an Xbox controller, you will not be able to do this method. But if you have a PS4 or PS5 controller, this will work just fine for you. To get started with this method, I left a link in the description to the Google Drive folder where you can access everything you need to download. I just went ahead and put it all in one folder so it makes it easier for you guys. And that way you guys don't have to go clicking a bunch of different links, downloading different stuff, and maybe downloading the wrong things. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is use the link I provided in the description for DS4 Windows. The only reason I didn't put it in the Google Drive file was because it wouldn't work. I don't know why, but I'll provide a link to the website in the description so that you guys can download it directly from here. So once you get to this page, you're gonna wanna go to the download tab, click on that, and scroll down to where you see download DS4 Windows x64. You're gonna wanna click on that, put it on your desktop for now, click save, go to your downloads, click up here. You wanna extract it to your desktop so that it's easier to access right now, and I'm gonna guide you through how to set this all up. All right, so now that you have it on your desktop, you wanna open this up, go to DS4 Windows, scroll down to where you see DS4 Windows. If you don't see the exe part, just look for this little icon, and that's how you'll know that this is the right one. Yours probably isn't gonna connect right away because I already had this installed before. So you're gonna have to go into the settings and download some stuff. When you guys first open up the program, it's probably gonna show up something like this, and you're gonna wanna install this first one. That's gonna be I don't even know how to say that, but I just know you gotta install this. I already have it installed, so we're not gonna go through it. Once you install that, you're done. You don't have to install any of these. You click finish, you go back to controller, hit start at the bottom so that your controller pops up. And then what you want to do is come to the edit tab, go to other, and then make sure that it says emulated controller is Xbox 360. And then you're pretty much done with this. You can just minimize this for now. And we're gonna go back to the Google Drive file. All right, now that we're back in the Google Drive file, you're gonna want to go to the x64 or x86. I'm not too sure what the difference between these two are. I just always use x64 because that's the one that works for me. I haven't tried the other one, but just go on here and you can select all three of them, download. Once it's done extracting them from the Google Drive file, put it back onto your desktop, hit save, go to downloads, extract all, browse, go back to desktop, extract, and then now it should be on your desktop. Same thing as last time. Grab these. It's kind of dark on my screen, you can't see them, but put them right here. Now the next thing you're going to do is open up the 1000 sample one, double click on it, press run, and you're going to move your left stick in circles as fast as you can, spam it left, right, left, right, left, right, and you're going to get your average response time, which right here is 7 milliseconds, and the polling rate of 139, which is really bad. So now what we're going to do is we're going to close that out. Let's try the 2000 test. Do it again, and look at that. Okay, if you have a DualSense Edge controller like me or a PS5 controller, you will probably see the same numbers from the 2000 input test. But if you have a PS4 controller, you might have a little bit more delay, but that's nothing to worry about because we're about to fix it. Now for the last step, we're going to be downloading the driver folder, and just give it a second. You're going to want to repeat the same process we did for the last two. We're going to drag this folder over to the middle so we can see it. Open it up, go to driver, go to setup, press yes. You probably couldn't see that because the screen went black, but it said I press yes. Now that we're in here, we get to the good part. So you're going to want to go to USB, find your controller. Once you find your controller, you're going to want to highlight it blue, just like this. Click on install service, run, open. Next, we're going to go to set this to 8000. Click install service, run, open. And then we're going to go filter on device, install service, run, open. And then now you're going to want to unplug your controller and plug it back in. And as you can see, now we have an 8000 polling rate with 1 millisecond response time. Now we're going to go back to our 2000 input test, click run, and we're going to do the same process again. And as you can see, we have overclocked our controller from the original standard polling rate and given it 8000 polling rate. You can't see it here where it says polling rate because this is where it caps out to in the software. But trust me, when you go in the game, there's a reason that all the pros do this. It makes your aim feel super snappy, makes your movement feel extra smooth, and I promise you, once you do this, you're gonna feel 10 times better when playing the game. Now that you've tested and you've confirmed that you've done this correctly, you're gonna want to close out of here and go back to DS4 Windows. And once you're back in DS4 Windows, you're gonna want to click stop, close completely out of it. And before you close out of it, make sure you go to settings and make sure that run at startup is not turned on. Make sure that start minimize is not turned on and minimize the taskbar is not turned on. Because if not, you're gonna have this running in the background and it takes up processing power, which can lead to performance issues. So I would suggest doing that and then closing it out. Make sure it's not running anymore. And now you guys are pretty much done. That's it. Now you won't need to run the last step every time you start your computer. But as a habit, I usually just double check before starting up the game because I don't want to go in there in a disadvantage with my controller not overclocked, feeling super sluggish, feeling delayed. So at the end of the day, that's just going to be up to you. I hope this video helped you guys out. If you guys want to help support me on my creator journey, please hit that like button, subscribe, leave a comment down below telling me what you guys want to see next. Peace.